And we were on a walk around Windsor, just outside of London, and I happened to find this place called the Chicken Shop in the town centre. Jeff was hungry, he went for bread. I decided to go for braised soy chicken, with those kind of crazy soy fermented eggs. Oh, look at these amazing noodles. Wow, it just looked amazing. So I put the Chilli Cha on, and I delved in.
That soup is just so amazing. It's got a deep, rich chickeny flavour, little bits of spring onion inside it. I'm going to try this weird egg. The actual egg white tastes of soy sauce. Tastes like it's been marinated in soy sauce marinated egg. Absolutely extraordinary. Try the noodles. Taste homemade. Right, thick. Really satisfying noodles that do actually taste like they've just been made here. Try this bit of chicken now. It's got an amazing soy marinated flavour. It does say like soy braised marinated chicken.
And so, fancy going to McDonald's. What I did not know is they had a McSpicy Frank's Red Hot Burger there. So, look at that. Jalapenos. Tasty. Really like that inside there. There's a weirdly bright red burger. And, well, what actually seems to be Frank's Red Hot is just the mayo. Anyway, frankly, I had to delve in. And
that's actually really tasty. Well, really nice Frank's hot sauce burn to it, which I really like. Frank's. Plus the jalapenos are really good. The last place I had jalapenos in that Mackie D's was in Germany. It's actually quite hot, actually quite spicy. Really, really good. Really like it. Tell me what you think. It's good.
Nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy.
This is my favourite Korean supermarket, Korea Foods in New Malden, near Wimbledon, just outside of London. I love to hit there to get some nice noodles I like to stock up on, especially these seafood ones. These are the crazy spicy ones Rafe likes, and I always like a bit of firm tofu, lives in the cupboard, and a bit of fresh tofu that lives in the fridge. Also wanted to get a bit of oyster sauce, often get soy sauce there as well. And of course, there's a fantastic array of kimchi. I normally go for a couple of packets of this one, which is rather tasty, lives in the fridge for ages. And then I always look at getting this one over here, the kind of green one with the long, beautiful bits, which is a bit more expensive, but I did actually get it today. Loads of frozen prawns, often buy those. Loads of beautiful cuts of meat like bulgogi. But particularly what I went for today was this goshugaru, I think is how you say it, like red pepper flakes, and this goshugang, a fermented chili paste. Plus, they actually sell beautifully freshly made vegetarian sushi. Look at that. Like all YouTubers, for some extreme reason, I had it inside my car, but it was absolutely divine. And this is Rumwong, a Thai restaurant in Guildford that I must have been going to for about 40 years. This is one of the magical things they do. Po tek, a kind of crazy fish soup, turns up in this sort of spiral circular tureen with all those mega prawns. And look, there's a big flame under it to keep it hot the whole way through. Oh, and look at all that goodness. Prawns, squid, fish, scallops, amazing. So I delved in. Oh man, it's just divine. It's fragrant, light, lemony and spicy. And look at that, we also got all these starters, like dumplings and satay, and I was so excited eating I kept forgetting to film it all. Spicy fish, deep fried. Oh, this is amazing, this thing. This is prawns in like a spicy basil sauce. The Thai basil is hot itself and it's spicy, glistening there on the spoon. Absolutely magnificent. And the really nice sticky chicken and that absolutely fantastic sort of beef with mushrooms and soy sauce. Just wonderful.
Hey everybody, Travel Dog here, and today I'm doing a kimchi taste test between these two brands, the red one and the green one.
Okay, so this is the Bibigo one that I haven't had before. Authentic taste and made in Korea. That's what I want to hear, and there it is. It looks quite, almost looks a bit tomato saucy. And this is the one I normally get, Jongga, also made in Korea. So they're all properly sort of authentic kind of kimchis. Look at that, it's got a slightly darker, browner colour to it.
The Jongga, the red packet, is going in first. Spicy, fermented, nice kick of gochujang's sort of spice in the back of your throat. Vinegary flavour lingers, nice crunch. It's not sweet, just kind of spicy and sharp. Okay, here's the Bibigo kimchi, and in it goes. Slightly spicier actually. I thought it might be less spicy and more tomatoey, but it's not. A vibrant kick. It's really nice. It's got a really kind of Moorish, sourish flavour to you. It just wants more. Today, we're going to give the prize to Bibigo.
And we went back to Kingston, just outside of London, for another venture to their food market. And today we went to Chilli Cha Cha, like a Pakistani Indian place. I always love it. They're always cooking up bits of chicken outside. It makes it look so tasty. And there they are, cooking up a masala egg stuffed paratha, which was about to go onto our plate. And there it is. Look at that, baby. Stuffed full of chilies and tomatoes. And man, because it was freshly cooked, as we delved in, it was delicious. And I had this, a Achari lamb, like a spicy pickly dish. And look at that beautiful soft meat flaking off onto the ground. So I delved in. Not entirely sure I looked quite thoughtful as I'm eating it, because it was absolutely yummy, yum, yum, yum. Really enjoyed it. What I particularly like was that rice. Look at it, flaking and falling apart. I love it when you can really taste the individual grains. It's kind of something I'm slightly obsessed about. Could have had more pickle, could have had more spice, but I guess Kingston, you've got to be careful. So this is Tongue and Brisket in London. There's 3 of them in London, and this is the one that's just off Oxford Street on Wardour Street, and it's famed for this delicious, delicious salt beef. Look at those juicy hunks of meat being carved and slammed into that piece of rye bread, and chopped up for some lucky customer. And here I was as a lucky customer. Look at that thing of joy. All those hunky bits of beef, the mustard and gherkins. This is a classic salt beef sandwich they do. And I delved in. Oh man, look at it. It was absolutely divine. Hunks of steaming beef. Soft. Look at that tenderness and the juiciness and the fat making it so tasty. Look at the squishiness and the gherkins lurking at the bottom. Absolutely amazing. Super divine. You've got to go and try it. Next time I might try the Reuben that had also sauerkraut and cheese, and it might just make it even more unctuous and tasty. And I felt like going to Itsu for a bit of noodle soup, and I chose this Gyoza chicken spicy thing. It wasn't spicy. Okay, there it is. There's an egg that looks like it's been made in a factory, and there is a hideous, awful paper spoon. No, it's not good for the environment. I used to work in a big food company. They said plastic stuff is much less bad for the environment, but it's probably cheaper for Itsu. Anyway, I tried the soup. It tasted of nothing. I had to shove in all this gang and the sesame seed stuff, and then it tasted slightly. But I do like their dumplings. That's nice, covered in the sauce. In it goes. I delved in and actually pretty tasty. I like the dumplings, probably better out of the soup, frankly. Noodles, these were flat and wide and big and not bad, soothing, tasty with a kind of few herbs thrown in. The egg, £1.50 extra for that, but you know what? It actually made the whole thing tasty. It's all right, isn't it? It's like anodized, anesthetized Asian food. Most of the flavour taken out of it so that nobody gets bothered by it, but yeah, it was all right. But more flavour.
Travel dog here, wandering down Tottenham Court Road, looking for another Seo Korean supermarket, because I think this one has fresh food in it. So I realised the place I was looking for was actually called Seoul Plaza. So they've got a few classics like pork bulgogi, beef bulgogi, tofu curry. There's a big queue, so it must be good. And here it is, what it looked like. Okay, beef looks a bit scary, but I delved in. So this is the fried chicken, honey butter flavour, I think. That's actually got a really nice flavour. It's got like a sesame kind of flavour to it, actually. Not too much honey, not too much butter, but a sesame flavour, really quite light, not too soy saucy. This is the beef bulgogi. Heavy, that sauce in it, I'd say. But the beef's quite tasty. I like that soft sort of kind of Asian style beef, but the sauce is a bit heavy. The spicy toffee. That is really good. Nice little red chili spice to it. It's slightly sweet as well, but then more spice coming on. Toffee's really good. And this is Kingston upon Thames, just outside of London. And this is my favourite restaurant in the market there, Pho Real. Oh, look at that beautiful chicken with all those lovely sort of herbs and spices and sauces. So I delved in. Look at it steaming there in the cold winter day. Oh man, it was absolutely amazing. Spicy, but also flavoursome, fragrant. It's all that sort of lemongrass and the herbs and the different chili sauces. Plus, if you pay 50p, I think, extra or £1, you get 2 spring rolls. And look at them, covered in that beautiful spicy chili sauce. And look, and then once you've eaten it for a while, all the different flavours mix into the rice, and it is just amazing. And this is Pizza Express in Wimbledon, and I do like a bit of Pizza Express. Can be expensive, but I always like to go there with my club card vouchers. This is what Rafe D had, which was the barbecue burnt ends pizza with actually really decent slow-cooked beef. Oh, and my favourite, the Apollo Ad Astra, sort of Cajun-y style chicken with a bit of spice. Mrs. D went for the salad niçoise, and I delved in. So in goes the Apollo Ad Astra. Really tasty, frankly. I like it. It's just that little bit of spice, tiny bit of
of herbs and Cajun-y vibe to it. A nice bit of chicken in there. Just, really tasty, really decent little bit of tomato vibe to it. Really enjoyed that. Then I had a little go at Rafi D's beautiful burnt ends thing. Now, the thing about this is that beef is actually really nicely slow cooked. It makes you go a bit dreamy. You could do with more on it, but it's actually really dreamy. And Mrs. D's Tuna Nicoise, not bad at all. Nice anchovies, nice tuna. Really good. What is that? Thing that's moving. Its mouth is opening, it's oozing and drooling and looking at me. Whatever is it? Anyway, I still delved in, and well,
You're making me good.
weirdly enough, this vegan pasty was actually surprisingly tasty. Did I choose a vegan pasty? No, they'd run out of the other things, but it was actually really succulent, juicy, and packed with goodness.
Sweet, slightly spicy. I'd say it's like coconut milk, curry sauce, chickpeas. Definitely amazingly good. Travelog here, and we are in Boston. That is the lobster roll, and that is the clam chowder, and we're about to delve into these things that were unbelievably expensive. $38 or something mad, like £30. Here we go, clam chowder. That's actually amazingly good. You've got fish, you've got onion, you've got leek, you've got a hint of potato, you've got a beautiful chewy clam.
Kind of weird, but nice. I feel like something I've eaten in a nursery.
So good.
What's that chewy thing?
The chewy thing's the clam.
Why is it so chewy?
Lobster roll. Here we go, lobster roll.
You look kind of dreamy.
I almost actually went into another world and was drifted on in some weird state of a different existence while I had it. It was so dreamy and beautiful. You thought it was a waste of money, but it isn't. It's absolutely stunning. Buttery, and the lobster is so sweet. Travel Dog here, and I am in McDonald's with my Christmas pug jumper, and I'm trying to see what their festive offerings are. And their festive offerings appear to be a Chicken Big Mac. And here it is. This is the Chicken Big Mac, which, as you would expect, is 2 pieces of chicken in a bun, cheese, lettuce. Never looks quite as inspiring as the pictures do. Chicken bits themselves just look a bit thin and dry, basically. That is actually surprisingly tasty. It's actually quite fresh and light. The gherkins give it a nice little zingy sort of feeling to it. The cheese, the chicken, all of it. It's actually quite light. It's actually really tasty. And look at all that gooey gorgeousness oozing out of it. As Rafi D has suggested, it's actually just like a massive flat McNugget inside a burger, but that actually tastes rather good. So I would say yes for Chicken Big Mac.
So this is B Bagel on Tottenham Court Road in London, and there's a massive queue because the place is absolutely delicious. While you're waiting, you can stare at these bagels you could take home with you, or maybe even some of these salads, or you can just chill out and admire the funky decor of the place that looks super cool. There's the menu, and what I wanted was the Hot Salt Beef Bagel, and there it is. Oh, look at that thing of absolute mega joy. The beef, the gherkin, the sauerkraut. So I delved in. It was just amazingly juicy and joyful and just perfection, man. Look at it. Mainly because of this beautiful hot salt beef. Look at it. Melts in your mouth. So divine and tasty. And when you mix it with the sauerkraut and the gherkin, it's just the most beautiful, kind of creamy, mega sandwich you've ever had. Just amazing. And I love the sauerkraut. It just cuts through the hot flavour of the beef and keeps everything fresh and lively. $7.70 takeaway, $9.60 eat in. You get a salad. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. What more do you want?